Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be doing a ramen review video where I'll be discussing which ramen restaurants in Tokyo are worth visiting in my opinion. So the reason why I'm making this video is because I was in Japan for almost a month, which means I had more than ample time to try all the different ramen restaurants there. And I know you guys are probably thinking, there's already a lot of ramen review videos on YouTube. Why don't I go watch Strictly Dumpling or Mark Wiens? And while I do love those two YouTubers, I mean, everyone has their own opinions and experiences, so it doesn't hurt to have just one more viewpoint, right? And plus, I'll also be going to some of the smaller ramen restaurants that you guys probably never heard of before, along with some well-known popular ones too. Also, I like to research restaurants beforehand, especially if they're in a foreign country, just so I would know what to expect. So hopefully this video is helpful for anyone who's planning to go to Tokyo. For each of these ramen restaurants, I'll be discussing the wait time, the price, atmosphere, food quality, and my overall experience, and whether or not I would go back. So yeah, hopefully you guys find this useful. If you guys aren't planning to go to Tokyo anytime soon, please just enjoy the next few minutes of me reviewing ramen restaurants, accompanied by some footage too. So without further ado, let's get this video started. So here's the list of ramen restaurants I will be reviewing in this video. I don't want to waste anyone's time, so each review will be quick, simple, and to the point. I'll be spending about 1 minute in length to review each of these restaurants, so hopefully you guys find it useful. I'm going to be starting with Menya Musashi, then quickly talk about Ipuddo and Ichiran, and finally end with Tsuta, which is a Michelin-starred restaurant. So now let's just get started with Menya. So first place on our list is Menya Musashi, which is a ramen restaurant known for their dipping ramen. Menya is located in Shinjuku, and the restaurant is not that big. It seats around 15 to 20 people. It also has an open kitchen, which means while you're sitting there eating, you can see the inside of the kitchen and see how they're cooking the ramen, which is pretty cool. I waited about 10 to 15 minutes, I would say, and it was pretty quick just because you order beforehand on those vending machines, and the food came out within 5 minutes of you sitting down too. So I actually paid 1410 yen, which translates around to 14 US dollars. The food quality was pretty good. The broth was light and flavorful, not your typical thick dipping ramen broth, which is super heavy most of the time. The meat was also nice and fatty and super tender. The noodles were thick and chewy and just the perfect texture. I also ordered extra menma and nori, and they gave a lot, which was good. The egg was good, but nothing too special. Overall, I say this would be a good place if you're in the mood for some dipping ramen, and also if you're in Shinjuku. The only thing I would have to note is I felt a little rushed eating just because people are lined up right behind you, and everyone around you is eating really fast. I was probably eating for about 10 minutes too, so it's not a great place to bring a big group of people. However, the staff were very nice and attentive, and the food was pretty decent for its price, so I would rate this a 7 out of 10. Next on our list is Ipuddo, which is a chain ramen restaurant known for their tonkatsu. There's restaurants throughout Japan and even other countries as well, including the US. The restaurant was a lot larger than the first place. It's at around 30 to 40 people, and it also has community tables. There's a waiter that comes to take your order, and there was no wait time for me at all just because the restaurant was so big, and our food came out within 5 minutes. I paid 850 yen, which is around 8 US dollars. The food was really good too. The broth was thick and creamy, the noodles were thin and cooked to perfection, the meat was a perfect balance of fat and lean, and the egg yolk was creamy and went amazingly with the broth. There were also pickled veggies on the table, along with spices if you wanted extra flavor too. Overall, I would say this is a perfect place to go for a quick, simple, and affordable ramen meal. I would rate this 8 out of 10. So the third restaurant is Ichiran, which is another chain ramen restaurant known for their tonkatsu. They also have locations throughout Japan and other countries as well. I ended up waiting almost an hour and a half just because the restaurant is very small. It seats around 20 people, and you get your own booth, which is a really cool experience. You order your food using the vending machine, and then you get handed a piece of paper to customize your ramen, which is nice. I paid $14.90, which translates to around 14 US dollars, which was a little on the pricier side. Also, I don't know if it was because I was starving by the time I ate, but everything was perfect. It was like a symphony in my mouth. The broth was so creamy and delicious, the meat tasted like what all meat should taste like, and everything else just went perfectly together. The egg was also magnificent. I didn't know an egg could taste that good. Overall, I say that even though the wait might be long and the price might be high, but the ramen 100% makes up for it in my opinion. So if you guys have an hour to 2 hours to kill, please try Ichiran. It is definitely worth it. Also, it was a really cool experience to sit in a single booth while eating too. I'm rating this place 10 out of 10. So the last place on our list is Tsuta, which is a Michelin-starred ramen restaurant known for their shoyu broth, which is soy sauce based. It's located in Sugamo, which is in North Tokyo. So we arrived there around 7 a.m. when they first opened to get a reservation for later in the day. We got a reservation for 12 p.m. and once you return, you have to wait in another line until it's your turn. The place was actually very small. It seats less than 10 people, and you order your food using a vending machine too. I paid 1,600 yen, which is a little more than $15 US, so it was pretty pricey. And even though it was a Michelin star rated restaurant, I didn't think it was worth all the hype people have been giving it. The shoyu broth was good, but nothing worth noting, same with everything else. I mean, it was pretty cool to say I tried a Michelin starred ramen restaurant, but I don't think it was worth waking up at 7 a.m. to get a reservation for, unless you really like shoyu ramen or want to try it for the hype. I don't recommend coming here just because it's pretty out of the way too. So I'm giving this a 5 out of 10 rating. So that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it useful. And if you did, remember to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I post videos every Tuesday and Saturday, so check back on those days for more content. So I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye!